Hi guys, this is Lethal Female with the deck profile that I promised. It's a deck profile of Macro Rabbit, which I'm going to be running on at regionals this Saturday. So let's get started. Okay, the first two cards, the first two obvious cards are Rescue Rabbit. I really don't know what to say about this card. That it's fucking amazing. You know, like summon two vanillas from the deck. Gives you Dolka or Logia, which are pretty much the heart of the deck. Without this, they wouldn't come out, but this card is not what makes the deck good. It's Dolka and it's Logia. Especially Logia because it's my favorite, but yes. The next cards. The cards this deck could not do without. 3, Sabersaurus. I've always loved this card. I don't know, probably gets his dinosaur, and I love animals, but it's a 19 beater, which makes it good if you draw it into your hand, just not two of them. If you draw one of them in your hand, you can do a lot with it. You can just beat your opponent down. I've done that before. And if you do manage to draw another vanilla, then you can summon the other vanilla, and you can make a full price Logia or Dolka. So that's good. And then 3, Cabuzalis. The same thing with this, pretty much. But it's weaker. I mean, I don't like it as much because it's weaker, and because it's kind of ugly. It's like a fucking swamp monster, but whatever. I'm over it. Moving on. 3, Guaibas. In the beginning, I did not like this card because I was running it in, I think it was just some anti-meta deck with Guaibas, Fossil Dinas, all these weak monsters that you needed Shrink and Forbidden Lance to get over, but I like it a lot better in this deck. It's a really useful card. I love drawing it first turn. If I don't have Rabbit, it'll give me a chance to make a Dolka or a Logia. So this card is awesome. You beat over defense position monsters, or if they summon something weak, you just attack over it, and you get to summon another one. So I love that card now. I didn't before, but I do now. So, next cards. Tour Guide. Usually when I use this card, first turn, I will summon a Zenmaines, which will stall against most decks. Some decks it doesn't really stall against, but the ones that it does stall against, it's very useful. And if I can't stall against the deck, I will probably summon out a Leviathan. I mean, you could summon a Lavalier only if you have Rabbit, so this card gives you a lot of useful stuff. And it's cute. Sorry. I know I'm a girl, and girls are just, it's the stereotype for girls to say that, but whatever. Anyways, Dark Mimic level 3. At first I was very skeptical about this card, because Sangan's gone. I don't think anything will ever be as good as Sangan when paired with Tour Guide, but this one is pretty damn good. If it's set, if you draw it and you set it, or if you just leave it on the field after summoning a Tour Guide, it will let you draw a card if it's just drawn by battle. So you can either overlay with it or leave it there, and if it gets destroyed, you get to plus. So it's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good replacement for Sangan. So I like it. Night Assailant. I love this card. And the reason why is because it's very much like my favorite card, Maneater Bug. If you flip it, it destroys a monster on the field. It has to be a monster your opponent controls when you destroy it. So it's a lot like Maneater Bug, but it's better because it's a fiend and can be summoned with Tour Guide. Spirit Reaper. This card's annoying as shit. Yes, I know. If you see this, you tack into it, you flip over, you're like, damn, what the fuck am I going to do? Well, you're probably going to have to waste a card to get over it, which is what makes it really good. And if you have nothing on the field, I am going to attack you directly to make you discard a card. Great for me, right? Macro Rabbit. Macrocosmos. This is the other heart of the deck to make it Macro Rabbit. This card, what can I say? It's probably the most annoying card in this deck to most people. So whenever I draw it, whenever I use it, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Bottomless. It's a staple in most decks that run back row. I don't really know what else to say about it, except for that it's really good. Deep Prison. I love this card. It gets over so much stuff. And they just feel doomed when you use it on them. Mirror Force. It's been around forever. It's still a good staple. And I love it a lot. Torrential Tribute. I'm running the second one over my second Solemn Warning, which, I mean, nobody wants that, but let's all face it. It's gone. It's only at 1. We'll have to deal with it. Let's move on with our lives. Solemn Warning, we miss you. I love you. You were the most annoying card on my deck before. Because if you have this set with a bunch of back row and a Logia, what the hell are they going to do against you? Nothing. That's what. You're going to win. Solemn Judgment. This card speaks for itself. Look how powerful it is. Look at him with his beard and his hand, all commanding. Compulse. This card is good in a lot of situations. I don't draw it very often, which is pretty good, because if I draw other back row over it, I'm going to take it. But this can be very helpful. Stardust. Especially against Stardust. Starlight Road. I love this card. I love drawing this card first turn with a bunch of back row and a rabbit. If you draw this card first turn with a bunch of back row and a rabbit, you are pretty much unstoppable. What are they going to do against you? Heavy Storm, all staples. Dark Hole. Monster Reborn, helps you make full price Dokos or Logias or other helpful Exceeds. 3 Forbidden Lance. I don't think this deck would be that great without this card. I love this card. I worship this card. I don't know. But this card is just, it's awesome. Book of Moon. Oh, it helps you in situations. I don't really know what else to say. This card can help you make very useful Exceeds. Mind Control. Sorry, I forgot to say the names of the last few cards. I'm very, very sorry about that, but just deal with me. I haven't made a video in forever. Mind Control. Yes, yes, yes. This card is a must in a lot of decks, just because I feel it makes you help very useful plays. And 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, which in my opinion, for me it's kind of hard, not hard to use, but I always feel like saving it or either setting it for situations, and I feel like I don't put it to the best use that I could possibly put it to. So it's always going to be a good card no matter what deck it is in, but I don't know, I guess I get kind of confused on when to use it, because it's just a 1-for-1. You use this card, destroy 1 back row. I don't know about what about it that makes me so hesitant to run it, but fuck, it's a good card. So that's it for my main deck. Let's move on to my extra deck, which in my opinion probably could be better, but this is what I have. I have my 2 Logias, my bad bitches, the bitches that fucking stop everything. I think these guys need a little bit of worshipping, because without them, this deck would be poop. I need to borrow your colored pencils. And then Dolka. I don't summon this as much as I should, but I know it's a really good card. I know it gets over a lot of stuff, but I just haven't been playing competitively for that long to know when to use it. I know that makes me sound bad, but I'm just being honest. I love it. I use it when I know I can, and it helps me a lot, but otherwise I'm usually just summoning Logia. And then 2 Utopia. This card helps you stall, helps you get over shit. It's a pretty good card. Pearl. It's such a simple card. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. It's Pearl. It's 2600. It doesn't have an effect, but it helps you get over things that you normally couldn't have get over. Maestroke. Cute ass card. Sorry to be so cliche, but look at him. He's a messenger. I love him. Popple Operative, don't use it that often, but when I do, it does me a whole lot of good. Zen Mains, I usually summon this first turn if I have a tour guide. It helps me in so many situations. I can't even stress enough how good it is. And if I didn't have it, I'd probably be lost. Lavier, also, I don't summon this card as much as I should, but I'm working on it. Lavier, this card helps you get your rabbit back to summon more vanillas, to make more Dolkas and Logias, to kill them with. Acid Golem. I'm afraid of this card. This card scares the shit out of me. Probably because it fucking kills you if you don't do anything with it or they get it off the field, but it's good for finishing your opponent off if you know you can. And that's pretty much the only way I would ever use it. This guy, Jin. I've never used him before. It's kind of sad, isn't it? I'm probably a noob, right? Stardust Dragon for the Starlight Road. And that's all for my extra deck, and then we're going to move on to my side deck, which I am still trying to perfect. I just put it together yesterday because whenever I would enter tournaments, I wouldn't even have a side deck together, but now I'm starting to get more competitive, so I will show you guys what I have so far. If you guys have any opinions on anything that I've showed you, don't hesitate to say anything in the comments, to make your suggestions, to criticize. I don't care. I'm open to everything. So first, Soul Taker. I'm going to have 2 of these. I have to get the other one before Saturday, but I don't really know much about how to use it. Honestly, I know I sound like a noob, but I'm going to have 2 of those. Prohibition. Just going to go through this really quick. Choose Snowman Eater. 2 Valor, 2 Thunder King, 2 Dust Tornado, a Soul Drain. I'm going to have 2 of these as well. And then 2 Huge Revelation is over. I'm pretty sure I'm taking these out for something else. I just haven't figured out what yet. And the 15th card I am also deciding on, so I guess you guys will see it at regionals. If I do good, I'll let you guys know. If I don't, then again, don't expect anything. But that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye guys.